I'm a senior chemi, and I guess I chose my major. Really, I chose engineering because I liked math and science. My parents told me to take it, but I didn't really know what type I wanted. They were both chemists, so I figured I should try chemical engineering. And as I got to know more about it, I realized I kind of liked it. And the thing that I liked the most about it was that it has a lot of different opportunities. You can go into various fields. You can go into oil, chemicals, the bio side of stuff, and even business and finance. And I like the idea of having a broad opportunities because I didn't really know what I wanted at the time. So I guess my favorite aspect about chemical engineering that I've had at Cornell so far is just that everyone seems to work together a lot. All of our classes are very oriented towards group work, which is really nice because you get to know other people. You don't feel just alone. You know that everyone's going through the same stuff, and the professors have all been really nice and approachable. And I also like the idea that engineering, especially chemical engineering, the industry is still doing really well despite the economic climate at the moment. So I knew I could probably get a job, and after I graduate this semester, I'll be working in Freeport, Texas with Dow Chemical Company as a production engineer. Okay, so I guess over my 4 years at Cornell, I've been involved in SWE since I was a freshman. I started out as a chair and then worked my way up to Region E conference director, and then I've been career development director for the past 2 years. And been involved within my major as a TA for intro chemi classes, as well as peer advising through the engineering advising department, and working also closely with the AICHE, the AICHE, Cornell, or the Chemical Engineering Society. And I guess the best advice, I know people want to get involved, and just not to spread yourself too thin, and make sure that you really focus on like one thing per semester. So every time I've had maybe the semester that I was TAing for, I wasn't as much involved with, we didn't have such huge events going on with SWE, just like one main event, and also making sure that I had a good support system within each thing I was involved in. So for SWE, I have a really good co-director and a lot of chairs that have really helped out well for all of our events. And for peer advising, we had multiple peer advisors, so if you were busy one week, you could always pass it on to another person, or mention TAing, talk to the professor at the time and just say, you know, I'm supposed to present maybe these problems this week, maybe I can just delegate some out to the other TAs, or just making sure you always are communicating to people if you're busy one week, and just making sure you're not getting too involved for a semester, because I know a lot of people want to like put a whole bunch of stuff on their resumes, and I think it's more important just to make sure that if you're involved in just a small amount of things, to get really involved with them and show that you're really committed to those, rather than spreading yourself too thin across a bunch of different activities. Okay, well, I'd have to say my favorite part of SWE is being a director and getting the opportunity to go to the national conferences. They have giant career fairs, and every year I made sure every year that I've been there since, I guess my first year was in sophomore year, I went to the first career fair in the national conference, and got to just network with a whole bunch of different companies, and it's really easy to get interviews there if you go and just talk and just express interests in internships and just get to know their. It's really just good just to get to know all the different opportunities that there are out there for your major. But my sophomore year, I got to interview with the Dow Chemical Company, and that's how I ended up getting my internship after my junior year during the summer, and eventually that's how I got my full-time employment with Dow that I'll be going to after I graduate this semester. So definitely all the events, including the career fairs through SWE, the career development aspect that we have at our chapter here, I think have definitely given me a great chance to network and get to know what types of engineering there are out there, as well as what I like the most and how I can get my foot in the door at those places. So, yeah.